Okay, so by now I'm very sure that you must have heard in the news that the US Embassy in Nigeria has actually issued a new rule and policy that says that they are doing some sort of reciprocity laws, right? And let me just read that according to what we have in the US missions, right? So it says the US Department of State updated its reciprocal non-immigrant visa policy. Effective today, most non-immigrant and non-official visas for Nigerian citizens will be single entry with 3 months validity. Visas issued before July 8, 2025 remain unchanged. Now, this was said today, July 8, 2025. So what that means basically is if you have your visa issued today, July 8, or after July 8, you're only going to have 3 months validity on that visa, right? And if you have 3 months validity on that visa, that is not all. You can only use that visa once, just once. So to make it simpler, you need to start counting the dates of issuance. If you had your visa interview today, for example, and you got approved, by tomorrow your visa would have been issued. And between that date of issuance till the next 3 months, you need to be in the United States. So that means you need to come to the US in 3 months or less from the issuance of that particular visa. So once you come in, you can only use it once. You can't say you want to go, maybe outside of the US, for example, and come back with that same visa. Once you go out of the US, then you have to come with a new visa. You have to renew that particular visa. So you need to pay a new MRV fee, right? MRV is like visa fee that you pay. You need to secure a new appointment date. You need to go to the embassy. I need to hope that you get your visa approved again. Because with the way it is now, the fact that you were approved before does not mean that you are going to be automatically approved again. So everything that you did to prepare during the first interview, you need to do that again for you to get yourself approved. You also need to understand that your visa is like a travel document, right? It only grants you access to the United States. Because there are some students or prospective students who might ask and say, does that mean I have to renew my visa every 3 months? No, you don't. If you're on an F-1 visa, for example, you need to ensure that you are maintaining good standing academically, you are a full-time student, and you are attending classes. So let's talk about the reciprocity aspect of it. So this particular rule now is actually like a do me, I do you kind of system. And it was Nigeria that started this thing. So the United States reciprocated that gesture and said, you know what, okay, fine. If you are not generous with your length of stay, then we won't be generous with our length of stay as well. This has happened before, right? Before it's now changed to Nigerians giving US citizens like 5 years validity as at 2023. Right, this is statistically like it's there, right? So they've done all of those things before, so now they are now like paying it back for Nigerians, which is something like that. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it as regards that update, right? So ensure don't panic, right? Go for your visa interview, prepare well, get approved, and after approval, ensure that you get into the US in 3 months or less. So now going into what the memo says according to the US Department of State, right? So we have, the country here, the affected country, and then the reciprocity schedule, which says select a visa category below to find the visa issuance fee, number of entries, and validity period for visas issued to applicants from this country or area of authority, right? And then it has been explained here, right? Validity period and all of that. So now these are like the different classifications of different types of US visas from alphabet A to Y. And if I'm going to come here and type B visa, for example, B1, B2, you can see the number of entries is 1 and validity period is 3 months. If you go to F visa, F1, F2, the number of entries is 1, validity period is 3 months. If you go to J visa, number of entries is 1, validity period is 3 months, right? So now this does not mean that you are going to leave your country. This does not mean you are going to leave Nigeria and then you go to other places, other countries, just because you feel like it's only like US missions in Nigeria that's actually doing this. As long as you are a Nigerian, anywhere you go to in the world and you want to renew your visa, henceforth it will be 3 months, unless this thing is reviewed and there is like a change in policy or rule. Irrespective of anywhere you are in the world and then you want to have your visa renewed, the validity is going to be 3 months, and you have to use that 3 months validity before the visa expires. Once it expires, there's no way you can actually use it again. So of course, these are news that you can't control. They are not within your control. So what do you have to do? Go ahead with your plans, right? That is the least that you can do. Go ahead with your plans, book your appointment date, go for your interview, ace your interview, get your visa approved. Even if it is 1 week validity that they give you, ensure that you leave within 1 week. If it is 3 months, ensure that you leave within 3 months. So remember that your yes is on the way. Your yes is on the way. It's closer than you think like this, and it has to make you ready. I'll see you in the next video.